We'll make this the last one. I know God forgives, but I cannot forgive myself. What do I do? This is a very common statement that many people make. I know that Jesus died for my sin. I know that he forgives me, but I can't forgive myself. Maybe you comment on it, and then I'll close it.
I know this is how I felt, and it kept me from repenting because I didn't want someone else, I didn't want you to know what I had done, because certainly I needed to make up for my sin somehow before I could actually repent of it, which is the opposite of the gospel of grace and forgiveness. So it can keep you from repenting, and deep down inside it was pride. Somehow I can do something better than God can do to forgive myself so that he can forgive me. It's a very twisted way of thinking, I realized. And so pride was the core of it, that I could be better than God's forgiveness somehow by figuring a new way. Really, it's a matter of getting on your knees and praying that God would humble you and show you that his death on the cross was enough. It was more than enough, and we didn't deserve it, and we still don't, but yet we can continue to go to the cross and get on our knees and ask for that same forgiveness. So it's really a change of theology and how we view God.
Mm-hmm. And it usually contributes to a false gospel, meaning, I know Jesus suffered, but I need to suffer too. I know Jesus was shamed, but I need to be ashamed too. I know that Jesus wept, but I need to weep too. I know that Jesus was rejected, but I need to be rejected too. And what it's saying is, Jesus, I really appreciate it, but that wasn't quite enough. And what it's saying is, Jesus, I know you forgive me, and I know you're the Lord, but above you there's another Lord, me. And though you would forgive me, I don't forgive myself because I'm the highest Lord in my life. And so you need to see theologically, it's evil. Like Grace said, it's pride. It's saying, Jesus didn't do enough, and he's not the highest authority. So I need to do some more and exercise my own authority. And to think that somehow there's humility in that, that there's the gospel of grace, as you said, sweetheart, in that, it's just not there. It's just not there. But it's a lie that Satan will tell you. And Jesus says, know the truth, and the truth sets you free. And the truth is, you're forgiven by the highest Lord. And he suffered, and he was rejected, and he was shamed, and he bled, and he died. And you don't need to, because he already did, and he loves you. He really loves you. And so, thanks, son. And thank you for forgiving me of being, it has changed our marriage. But I grieve that, but I celebrate that that's not where we're at, and I hope others can enjoy that. So for those of you who are now hearing this, you need to do something with it. Are you a Christian? Have you ever repented of your sin to Jesus and received his forgiveness? If not, you need to do that. Become a new person. Not just a better person, but a new person. If you're here with someone that you've sinned against or you're bitter against, you've got to confess those sins and forgive one another. And like James 5:16 says, to pray for one another. If they're not here, you need to pledge before God, I'm going to follow up with them, and I'm going to repent or forgive. If you don't know who your abuser is or where they're at and you're bitter, journal it out, pray it out, write it out, think it out, work it out, cry it out, so that at least there's some closure for you. We'd encourage that. And we're going to give of our tithes and offerings. This is one of the ways we say we want this message of forgiveness to go out to everybody. We want everybody to know about Jesus and receive forgiveness and new life and have Jesus in the midst of their relationships. We'll take communion as well, and that's where we remember the broken body and shed blood of Jesus. That's how we're forgiven. And when we take communion, we're acknowledging I'm a forgiven sinner, and by the grace of God, I want to be a forgiving sinner as well. And then we're going to sing and celebrate. It may seem odd, but we celebrate and sing because we're forgiven. That the final word is not condemnation, but salvation. Jesus didn't just die, he also rose. And he hears prayer, he forgives sin, he reconciles people to himself and one another. And as we sing, that's what we celebrate.